a pole or just your hands will do if not. So we're going to do some shoulder dislocation start just to warm up our shoulder joints a little bit and over the back. So we're going to grab hold of a pole or a band. If you haven't got one, we're just going to go backwards in circles, yeah? So all the way backwards, and then after about 5, go forwards for 5, okay? So if you've got a band, we're going backwards and forwards. Okay, so we're going to go all the way back and all the way forwards. And you want enough tension on the band so that your hands don't splay open too far. They will give a little bit, that's fine. On the pole, it's a bit more fixed. Okay, so all the way back, all the way forwards. If you're doing single ones without the bands, just do 5 forward and then 5 back and 5 forward, 5 back, or the other way around, don't mind. Just so we're nice and loose for our shoulders. Couple more of those. Okay, and then you're going to hold your band. If you haven't got a band, just hold your hands up and down. And we're just going to go up and down. And we're going to squeeze our shoulder blades together at the back as we go up and down. So if you've got a band or something, or you can use your pole or whatever, your broom handle, whatever. Okay, so we're just going to go all the way back, all the way down. So it's a bit like a push press from behind, but without the push. I don't want you to be like dead far forward with your head either. Okay, so just try and stay quite neutral if you can, and really squeeze those shoulder blades together at the back. Go for 2 more. Last one. There we go, and shake it out a little bit. Okay, so we're going to try and loosen up my glutes now. So we'll stand feet up at the part. And we're going to hinge down from our hips. So if you want to either hold just below your hips, or you can put your hands behind your back, or you can use a pole in between your elbows if you have a pole like I do. So you're going to hook it behind, and this keeps your shoulders pulled back and it stops your back from rounding down to the bottom. So we're going to go all the way down, just our hips, our knees are soft, and back up again. I'll show you without the pole as well, just in case you haven't got one. Because we all have a pole sitting there, do we? So down. Okay, so our shoulders are pulled back, and our hands are our lower back to make sure that that doesn't round out. And our knees are nice and soft, so they're bending slightly on our bottoms going backwards. This is just loosening up our glutes, our hamstrings. I don't think anything could loosen up my glutes at the moment. And getting all our joints and our hips nice and lubricated. Go for 2 more. Okay, next we'll put our hands on our hips, on your hips. Feet again, hip width apart, and we're just going to turn our knees out and bring them back in again. So we're kind of doing that motion with our hips. You might have seen me do this a fair few times before, but they're great hip openers to get our hips nice and lubricated for those swings. So just going to pull back, and you can't see my feet, but I'm actually gripping the floor with my toes. You still can't see my feet. So yeah, so gripping the floor with my toes and just splaying out those knees. Nothing else moves. Okay. Some little lateral lunges again. Let's warm up our quads a little bit now as well. So legs nice and wide. We're going to push our bottoms back, and we're going to keep our head facing forward, hands behind our back. So as if you're going to be skiing. So if you imagine somebody skiing, I'm pretty sure they don't go that low down when they ski, but there we go. So this is working all of our legs now. Warming them all up. Ready for today's festivities? That actually is loosening up a little bit now. And there we go. Okay, so if you want to do a little bit of march on the spot if you want to, some chest. Just get our little heart rate up a little bit, get us nice and warm. Okay, so if you haven't done this before with me, there's been a few newbies the last few times in the classes and stuff. We do a cardio section a little bit later, which has got, well, I use little skip and rope things, but you can do jogging on the spot, star jumps, skiers, or skaters, whatever you want to call them, burpees, squat jumps, any kind of cardio you want on those sections. That is up to you. I'll let you choose. Or you can do swings instead if you want, but on the first section we're doing swings for our first exercise, so you probably won't need to do it on that one. Okay, so swings first, just in case anybody hasn't done them with me before. We make a triangle with our bell. I'll just lower that camera down a little bit actually. See if you can see my feet now, maybe. Oh, should I open the bell? Okay, so still can't see, can you? Oh dearie me, this is what happens when you go from live to, or in person to live again. Okay, so we make a triangle with our belt. I think you might be able to see this actually in the replay better than this one. So I've made a triangle with my belt. It's a little bit, it's about a foot in front of my body, okay? So if you imagine having like a yoga mat, my feet are at the back of the yoga mat and my belt at the front. Okay, so I'm going to hike the belt back between our legs. First, our shoulders are pulled back. We're in kind of a little weird stance position, so our bell would be sort of in front of us there. We're going to hike the bell back and stand up nice and straight, okay? Our knees lock out at the top and our elbows stay soft because we're not pulling the bell up with our hands, okay? So it looks like this. So we go back, stand up. Everything locks out at the top and then our knees soften again to let that bell pass through again. Okay, my elbows are soft. Purely momentum is driving that bell. I'm not lifting that at all with my hands. Okay, so that's a swing. Then we have our bent over row. So for our bent over row, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. So your opposite leg is forward to your bell. You're going to use that to lean on, bit of support. We're going to pull our shoulder back and we're going to row up into our hip. Back down again, our shoulder comes forward. Then we pull the shoulder back and then follow through to the hip again. Okay, so that's your bent over row. And then we've got a curtsy and reach. So we're going to put one leg behind the other. I haven't got a lot of space here, I'm afraid. Curtsy down, come back up to the middle and reach. Curtsy back, down, up, middle, reach. Okay, so it's just a curtsy backwards, back to the middle for your reach, back down, step back again, down, make sure you find your balance on those, and then we go into our little cardio section. These are 45 seconds long and they are back to back, so we just go straight into the next one. When we've done all 4 exercises, we have 15 seconds rest and we go again. 15 seconds rest, and again, 15 seconds rest, and again, so each round goes 4 times. Okay, so I will keep demonstrating as I'm going as well. Okay, just in case you haven't been to my class before. Okay, so fire away straight away with those swings. So make that triangle with your bell. So your bell needs to be about a foot in front of you. Okay, shoulders back, pull back, hike back, and then nice full lockout on that swing up. And when you do that lockout at the top, everything should shake. So your thighs, Your tummy, your boobies, everything should feel like quake through your body because it's a nice dynamic swing. There we go. Okay, into that bent over row. One leg in front of the other. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Hold through. So straight in. And we're pulling up to our hip to get as much of that lat involved as possible. Good. Okay, go into that curtsy. So if you hold your bell by the bell, thumbs around, curtsy back, into the middle, press up, down. Make sure you find your balance before you curtsy down. Sod's law, it didn't rain in the end, doesn't it? There we go. Okay, and then because we have swings on this one, we're going straight into that cardio. So if you want to do skipping on the spot, jogging on the spot, jumping jacks, skiers, burpees, squat jumps. No one's ever chosen burpees. Maybe we should have a burpee challenge one day. So it's just a little cardio section to get our heart rate up. We're going into 15 seconds of rest in a few secs. There we go, 15 seconds. Quick slurp of water if you need it. Going to come back in with swings again. Okay, we ready? Make that triangle with the bell. Hike back between the legs. Stand up nice and straight. Really thrust those hips forward. Lock those knees out at the top. Soften them as you come back down again. Good. Bent over row, make sure you change sides. So other foot forward. Opposite arm, opposite leg. You might find that one side doesn't move quite as well as the other side. That's for everybody, not just you. So we're still aiming for that hip. So shoulder gets pulled first and the belt follows through. Always makes me hot, that one. Curtsy and reach. So curtsy back, down, up, in and press. Make sure that you've got your balance before you go down into that little curtsy squat. I'm a bit stuck for room, so if you need to, you can put your leg a bit further back to get a bit more balance. I literally have a sink one side of me and a cupboard the other. finish that rep off. Okay, into that cardio section again. Anything you like, so I'm going to get your heart rate up. You can even just march on the spot if you want to, or do a little run around the room. Obviously, if you're in the studio, just stay in your little designated space. Few seconds left. There we go, and take a little rest. 15 seconds, grab a slurp if you need. Coming back into swings. If you want to go one-handed, you can. It's exactly the same technique, just one hand instead of two. If you don't feel comfortable doing the one-handed, stay with the two. This other hand, which is flaying about backwards and forwards, is just to try to keep me balanced and in some sort of rhythm. Okay, bent over row, back to that first arm again. Straight in. This is my favourite arm. Favourite arm for movement. But my other arm's my favourite arm because you seem to have a bigger shoulder muscle than my other arm. And I don't know why. Must be all those shopping bags. I am trying to correct it, but it takes a very long time. Into that curtsy, so back down, into that curtsy, back up, and press above, change legs, back in. Nice and steady on this one, almost mechanical, making sure that you're getting that balance before you go down to that squat. Let's get one more in. And with that little press. Good, into that cardio. You just dance if you want, really. For these 40 seconds. There we go, and rest, 15 seconds. Then come back in. If you did go one arm before, make sure you change hands on this swing. If not, just stay with your two. Few seconds left of rest. It goes fast. Okay, so I hike back, swing through. bent over row. That other side. Remember, it's opposite leg to the bell, forward. Into that curtsy and reach. Down middle and reach up. Not long to go now for this set. There we go. Finish that rep off. Into that little cardio section again. Last time. Got 2 minutes rest after this little bit while I run through what we're doing next. Ten seconds left. There we go, and take a little rest. Okay, 2 minutes rest to grab a drink. Okay, next 4 exercises. This will be the one where you need the lighter kettlebell. So if you haven't got a lighter kettlebell or a dumbbell, go and grab something. You can grab a tin of beans or a pint of milk, bottle of water, anything as long as it's lighter than your kettlebell. And I'll run through what we're doing. So we're doing clean and press first. So I'll clean and press. This time the bell starts between our feet. And we're going to bring it up through our midline and around the wrist. So it doesn't go plop over the top, it goes around. So as you come up, it's coming round, yeah? So it kind of goes, that's very slow obviously. Yeah? That's for you first, just to go up to the rack position. Then you do your press, and then we're going to swing back, clean back up again. Same technique, round the wrist, not over the top of the hand, and press. So back through, clean, press, back through, clean, press. Okay? Then we've got the one you need your little dumbbell or lighter kettlebell for. I'll show you the kettlebell first. So if you're using the kettlebell, if you haven't got a flat kettlebell like this one, if you have got one, you can hold it like that. Yeah? If you have got one. If you haven't got a normal kettlebell, you want to hold it by the horn. Okay? And you want the side nearest to you, not that side. Okay? So you want the side nearest to you. And the move is, let me pause that for a second. The move is, we're going to go out to the side first in a bent over fly. And then we're going to do a raise. So we're going to go out to the side first, and then forwards. So out to the side, and then forwards. Okay? With a kettlebell, with a dumbbell, we're going out, forwards. Out, forwards. Okay, I don't mind what you use. You can use some laundry fluid if you want to. Out to the side, up front, yeah? So as long as you've got a good grip on it, that's the main thing really. Okay, you can use iron if you want. You've seen the iron there as well. Okay, so that's the second exercise, and then our third exercise is going to be our straight leg deadlift up to a high pull or upright row. So we're going to go down, same way we do for that warm-up. So we're going to go down, just till you feel your hamstrings pull and your glutes pull a little bit. And we're going to come back up again and do an upright row. So down, up, upright row. Okay, so we get our shoulders in there as well a little bit. And they're the 3 exercises. Then we've got cardio and swings, or swings and cardio. We'll alternate those. So we do swings on 1, cardio on another, swings on number 3, cardio on number 4. Okay? So 12 seconds left of rest, and we shall crack on. So clean and press first. Going to clean the bell up from the floor first to that rack position. So clean up and press, then swing back through, up. Now these are only 40 seconds, so a little bit shorter than the last round. It's one of my favourite moves. Good, okay. So we're into that fly now. I'm going to use a dumbbell. So we're going to go out to the side, up to the front, out to the side, to the front, to the side, to the front. Use that leg for support. Finish the rep. Good. Okay, upright row from that straight leg deadlift. So you're down first, up, and then pull. So your knees are soft on the way down, and we're just hinging from that hip, so a nice flat back. Try to let those shoulders droop. Nice square shoulders if possible, on the way down, and up. Good. Okay, into those swings then. So I'm going to go hand to hand on these. So swing back, change at the top. If you feel more comfortable keeping hold with 2 hands, please do that for now, till you get used to it. I've got plans in the pipeline for a little workshop to go over all the moves at some point. So more of a little workshop situation rather than a full workout. Although we probably will end up with a little bit of a workout at the end of it. Good. Okay, little rest, 15 seconds. Going to come back in with that clean and press on the other hand. So I have to do jazz hands. Okay, so clean up to that rack position and press, and then we're swinging through. Swing, clean, press, swing back through, clean, press. Make sure that bell's going round your wrist and not over the top of your hand. Good, okay, into that fly, so back with that dumbbell or lighter kettlebell. I'm going to go out to the side and one to the front. Once you know what you're doing, try and keep that head neutral. man. Yes. Okay, into that straight leg deadlift with that high pull. Go down. Nice flat back. Come up. High pull up. Take a little rest. Into that cardio section this time. 40 seconds. If you want to swing, you can, I don't mind. Just gives you a little option if those hamstrings and glutes are feeling it a little bit now. Okay, so we're halfway through this section now. 15 seconds rest. Grab a slab if you need to. Back in with that clean and press, back into that first side. So come and clean up. Press. Swing through. Clean. Press. So always up to that rack position first for your clean and press. Pull that core in as well. In. Okay, bent over fly and front raise. But out to the side, forward. Make sure you're supported. Good, good. Deadlifts to those rows. Don't forget as well, you can rest wherever you need to. So if you need to take a few seconds, so halfway through now, so might be feeling a bit fatigued. Just rest for a few seconds and come back in whenever you're ready. Sometimes just want you to reset yourself. So you do just put your bell down, give yourself a little shake out, come back in when you're ready. I do it myself sometimes. Good. Okay, so we're going to come back in with those swings. I'm going to do a box down and two hand this time. Rest, 15 seconds rest. Gonna come back in. Go clean and press. Second hand, second time. Okay, so clean up from the floor. Press. Back through. Clean and press. If you find yourself feeling a little bit sloppy around in the middle, just pull that belly button in. Last one. And press. Good. Okay. Into that fly. I don't know why, but this arm hurts much more than the other one does. Okay, so out to the side. Up front. Out to the side. So see that I'm turning my hand as well. So the back of my hand is going in the direction of the movement. And rest. Into that deadlift with the upright row. That's the cardio for this section. Or swings if you want to do swings. I think my glutes have died after a deadlift the other day. Oh, I had a rest day yesterday. Well, I don't feel very rested. Have another one tomorrow. There we go, and take a little rest. Got 2 minutes rest, thereabouts. See how fast we can get these demonstrated. Okay, so this one is a bit more relaxed. Okay, so we've got full raise first. So for this one, you're going to hold your bell, hands on the bell, thumbs hooked around what we call the horns. Really there's only 2 parts about, which is the bell and the handle, but this little bit here has got a nickname for the horns. So if you hold it with your thumb around the horns, and you're just going to go shoulders back, all the way up, little hold at the top, all the way down. There's a slight bend in my elbows as they go up. If you've got really, really light weight, you can keep those arms as straight as you want, but just take some pressure off. Just soft elbows, okay? Then we've got side bends. So you want one weight, and we're going to take the weight all the way down, and then we're going to come back up, all the way down nice and slowly, and then all the way up. And we're not moving our elbow on this one or our shoulder, we're just letting it go, and then we're using our abs to pull it back up, okay? And then we've got rotational push-outs, which you can either use your lighter bell for if you want to, or you can use a dumbbell, don't mind. And we're just going to go, pause that a sec, we're just going to go out to the side, and this foot, the back foot if you like, is going to come off the ground, well, it's going to come up onto your tiptoe, so we're going to go out and out. So that toe is coming up onto your tiptoe, out, back in as you turn, and out. Now you can go as heavy as you want on those. Oh. Okay, so, and that's cardio or swings. I'm going to sit with cardio on this one, just because my glutes are really feeling it now from the swings we've done. So, I'm going to stay with cardio for the end of each one of these. If you want to do bells, that's fine. If you want to do swings, absolutely fine. Okay, so whichever one you want to do, cardio or swings, up to you. So we've got 15 more seconds of rest. That was a long 2 minutes. So we're going to come in with our full raise. So, hands on the bell, thumb around the horns. We're going to go all the way up. way down, nice and slowly on the down. If you haven't got a lighter bell and that's feeling too heavy, you can do that arm complex from the other day if you want to instead. Okay? But if you can, try and get the full raise in. And the good thing is they're only 30 seconds as well, which is nice. Okay, side bends. Remember which hand you're working with. All the way down, all the way up. And you want to try and imagine your body between two plates of glass. So you're not leaning forwards or backwards, just nice and straight. Good. Okay, into that rotational push out. So we go out. And these are quite fast. Lift that toe up, or that heel up should I say, up onto your toe. There's your twist. Squeezes that glute. Belly button's pulled in as much as it can. And then into that cardio. All the swings, only 30 seconds, so they are quite quick. Still got a little 15 seconds of rest after the cardio section or the swing section. There we go, and 30 seconds of a rest. And come back in with that full raise. I'll say use a dumbbell for this if you want to. It's a bit lighter. So shoulders back. Lift all the way up. Slowly down. Nice and slow. Good. Okay, into those side bends. Other hand. Good. Okay, into those push-outs. Okay, and then into that cardio or the swings, which is up to you. Okay, 15 seconds of rest. Come back in with those full raises again. Okay, shoulders back, all the way up, all the way down. Oh, they're getting harder as it goes on, aren't they? Okay, first hand again, for our side bends. Remember, nice and wedge between 2 panes of glass. And we're just using our muscles in our core to pull us up. I'm always amazed by how much I feel them in the morning. Okay, push outs. Back into those cardio or swings, whichever. One round left. Okay, 15 seconds of rest. Back into that full raise. Shoulders are pulled back. All the way up. Go to side bends, so other side, that side bend. Good, good. Push out time, little rotation. Whew, nearly done. And rest. Last lot of cardio or swings. 25 seconds left. Okay, to mind your bells out the way. We're going to have a little stretch. Nice little quick stretch. Whew. That was a hot and sweaty one. Take them off. Let my skin breathe for a little minute. Whew. Okay, take a little drink. Just let your breath come back. Let your heart rate settle. We'll have a nice big deep breath in. And out. And in. And out. And in. And out. Okay, start at the top this time. We're going to push out our fingers, and we're going to push a wall away. So I'm going to splay your shoulder blades apart and just round that back out. Really push forward. Try and stretch out those shoulder blades, those lats. Good. And relax, hands behind your back. Hold on to that wrist, just going to pull down and lift up. We're not pushing our chest out, our chest is nice and low. We just want to stretch the muscles out, not all our ribs as well. And relax. Shoulders. Right across, here is hold above your elbow. And you'll try and get that hand as nice and flat as possible. It's hard when you've got double H's, but there we go. We try. Oh dear. There we go. And back over. I'm the wee donkey. I think everything's on fire. I'm absolutely sweating. I don't usually sweat this much. Absolutely sweating cobs. I actually don't watch that, but I haven't watched any of the series. But every time I see that meme, it just makes me laugh. Okay, some big shoulder circles. Just loosen those shoulders up a little bit more. And then we'll just stretch out our legs a little bit. Okay, so we're going to have 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. I'm going to bend this back knee so that you push your bottom back. Okay, so we're going to push backwards. And then we're just going to tilt our bottom up slightly by straightening the bent leg a little bit. Lift the toe of the front foot. It's quite confusing, isn't it? I can't get it all in the thingy, I don't think. And then if you're not feeling that stretch into your glutes, just push your chest out and pull your shoulders back. And that should take the stretch right up into your glutes. Okay, and bend both knees, come up. Change legs, I'll try and get a bit further back so you can see where my feet are. Okay, so bend this back knee first. So for me it's my right. Okay, so I'm going to push back, and then we're just going to tilt that bottom up a little bit just so you feel that pull on that hamstring. Lift the toe up off the floor. You can see my toes wiggling there on screen. So lift that up, and then if you can't feel that in your glutes yet, chest out, shoulders back, and that should take it right up. Okay, and then both knees come up. Quad stretch, nice and easy. Feels nice. You should all have boulder shoulders by now. That bent over one where you do the fly and then the front raise is actually one of my favourite exercises. I snaffled it off a pro bodybuilder actually. Never quite made it to that. Changed my mind, I went for powerlifting instead. But yeah, that's stole that from somebody else. Don't mind saying. Don't even copyright a move anyway, can you really? And relax. Well done folks, I will see you next week.